Kia ora and welcome along to the Met Service severe weather update for Friday, the 17th of March. Taking a look at the radar and satellite patterns over the last few hours or so, you can see we've had plenty of cloud and thunder and lightning. Those red crosses there shown on towards that western coast. We've got some more heavy rainfall as we head through the rest of today, and this front is going to continue to move northwards as we head through towards that first part of Saturday as well. But you can see that first front moving up towards the north line. We've got some heavy falls to watch out for as we head through this afternoon. Places like Auckland could well find some fairly heavy showers as we go through the night time tonight, and still some wet weather through towards, like I say, the Coromandel and the Bay of Plenty as we head through the night time. But the heaviest rainfall will be down on this western coast in through to what likes to say Westland and up in towards parts of Buller. So we have got some severe weather warnings in through there. You can see this rain piling up on these rainfall accumulation charts on that western coast, but also up towards places like Mount Taranaki, the Taurua Range, that central high country, and that eastern part of the Bay of Plenty. So we have got some severe weather watches and warnings in force, not just for the South Island for today, but also up on towards the North Island as we head in towards Saturday. So let's start things off on the South Island. We are going to find the heaviest rainfall in amongst the ranges of Western. We could find another 100 to 150 millimetres of rainfall as we head through the rest of Friday, right the way through to around about 8 o'clock or so. Lesser amounts down towards the coast, but I think still some heavy bursts in amongst that all as well. More of those thunderstorms as we head through this afternoon. That could bring some fairly locally heavy bursts of rainfall. Now, accompanying this wet weather will be some fairly good, strong northwesterlies, and that will push that rain in towards the headwaters of the Canterbury lakes and rivers as well. So we could well find more rainfall there as we head through the rest of Friday afternoon. So we have got that warning out for parts of Canterbury, and also a warning for the winds as we go in towards the rest of the afternoon for those Canterbury high country. Could find gusts perhaps as around about 120 kilometres an hour in the most exposed areas of the Canterbury high country, right the way through this afternoon to around about, say, 6 o'clock or so as we go through the night time tonight. So it is, I think, going to be a fairly windy and fairly wet story on the South Island. And as I said, we are going to find some of that wet weather transfers on towards the North Island as well. Now, a lot of that wet weather will be overnight Friday in towards Saturday, but for the first part of Saturday, we'll still keep hold of some of that wet weather around parts of the eastern Bay of Plenty, especially this eastern side of the Bay of Plenty, east of, say, Whakatane. We could find a fair bit of wet weather as we go through in towards the early part of the morning on Saturday. It will clear off as we go through in towards, say, about midday or so, but we are going to find a wet morning first thing through the Bay of Plenty. A watch as well for the rest of the Bay of Plenty. It could be some fairly heavy bursts, particularly before dawn for those areas as well. Also, watches and warnings in places like the central high country. A watch there for that heavy rainfall, and warnings as well for Mount Taranaki and the Taurua Range. Now that's really again overnight Friday in towards those very early hours of Saturday morning, so it might be around about 5 or 6 o'clock. But for more information and for the latest updates on these watches and warnings, head along at metservice.com.